on this episode, we're going to be starting a brand new series, and I'm so excited. It is called the Rainbow Shadow series. So I got really inspired by this gorgeous eyeshadow palette that I bought from Amazon, and we're going to dive into it today. So I'm so excited to start the Rainbow Eyeshadow series. So I'll see you back in a sec. So now I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that inspired me to do this Rainbow Eyeshadow series. Now, if you're new to my channel, I don't believe in spending a fortune on name brand luxury items. They are a luxury to have, so they are great to have in your makeup collection. But there are some great alternatives out there. So I did find this eyeshadow palette on Amazon for, I believe, $25. I'll go ahead and link the accurate price and the retailer down below, so you can go ahead and purchase the same exact eyeshadow palette. Now, I am an esthetician, so I always read the ingredients of every single thing that I put onto my face and before I put anything onto my customer's face. So these ingredients are safe, they are non-toxic, so you can go ahead and put them on your eyes, and they actually come from the same manufacturer as some name brand makeup items. So it is a great dupe and a great alternative. So this is the palette right over here. There's no brand, as you can see on the front. And then when you open up the palette, it comes with just this gorgeous array of colors. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the other side. So this is the first palette. And then you can take a look right over here. It has this really gorgeous other side. Now, I haven't used this before, so as you can see, it is still sealed, so we're going to go ahead and dip into it today. Now, I'm going to be doing these eyeshadows in order, so in the shade of the rainbow. So we're going to be starting off with red today, and then doing orange, and so on and so forth. So I'm so excited to dip into this palette, so let's dip right in. Now, before you do any sort of eyeshadow color, it's very important that you have your base colors first, and then you can go ahead and add some color. Now, I already have some eyeshadow primer on my eyes, so now I'm going to go ahead and dip into my basic eyeshadow set. If you have any questions on finding out your personal basic eyeshadow set shades, be sure to refer to my eyeshadow tutorial video where I help you personally customize your own basic eyeshadow set. So this is my personal basic eyeshadow set, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into my white color. So like I said, I already have primer on my eyes. And whenever applying primer, be sure to use a synthetic brush if it is a cream to liquid primer. Now, once you're done priming your eyes, you're going to go ahead and dip into this white shade. So I'm just going to go in, like I said, with my base colors. I have been waiting to do this rainbow eyeshadow series for such a long time. I purchased this eyeshadow palette, not kidding, probably 5 months ago. Just like shopping around for new makeup, I really was curious to see what Amazon had on their marketplace, because as you guys know, Amazon is a multi-million-dollar industry and multi-million-dollar corporation, so I was just really curious to see what they had on there as far as cosmetics, and the quality for the price is absolutely amazing, so I'm so excited to give this a shot. So like I said, I'm just priming my eyes right now with just a little bit of this base color. So that way, if I do go in with color, it goes on really smoothly and it blends nicely. So now I'm going to go ahead and dip into my crease color. My crease color is this really soft, almost flesh tone color right over here. Go ahead and tap off the excess and place that directly into your crease. Perfect. So now I have my crease on my eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and just deepen it just a little bit. So once I'm done with that flesh tone color, I'm just going to go ahead and dip into this really soft, almost bronzy brown, and kind of cool it down a little bit with this cool tone brown, just so that way it's not too warm. Now, I like to take my eyeshadow and just kind of tap the excess onto my hand. When you do tap it like this, the eyeshadow does come off, but I feel like the best way to really make sure that you don't have any fallout is to actually put it on to a skin surface. So now I'm going to go ahead and place that into my crease as well. Great. Now, once I'm done doing the crease, I'm going to go ahead and take a clean eyeshadow brush. So this is my Magic Eraser blending brush that I like to take afterwards and just take right over the colors that I just did, just to soften everything and make sure that it's all blended together. So absolutely no pigment on the brush, just blending and softening. Okay, so now that I'm done applying my crease colors, I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeshadow underneath my eyelash line. Now, usually whenever I apply eyeshadow on my eyelash line, I usually close my eyes and just take the eyeshadow brush and go right over my eyelashes, and it gives you a really soft eyeshadow application right at your bottom lashes and top lashes, so it makes it look really seamless and really smoky. But I'm going for a more dramatic look today, and since I'm going for a more dramatic look, I'm going to go ahead and look up into the mirror and just place it right up underneath my lashes, so it's going to be a little bit thicker and a little bit more smoky. Now, even though I'm doing a red eyeshadow tutorial, you still want to stay away from any red colors or any red pigment underneath the eye, because red can make your eyes look tired and red. So overall, you just want to stay away from any red color underneath the eyes. Now, I will be putting some on my eyelid, but just specifically on your lower lash line, you do not want to put anything with red on your lower lash line. So for that reason, I have this really beautiful cool brown color that I'm going to go ahead and take right up under my lash line. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and just tap off the excess, and you can see on my arm how it absolutely has no red to it. Perfect. Now for this step, you're going to go ahead and look up into the mirror and just place it right on your lashes. Now, after this step is done, I'm going to show you how to blend it, just so that way you don't have this line underneath, so that way it looks very seamless and very blended. So be sure to hold the mirror up like I am, because whenever you're getting your makeup done for this specific step, makeup artists always tell you to go ahead and look up. So if you look up, you overall have more control, and then you're getting it just way closer to the lash line. Perfect. Now once I'm done with that step, I'll go ahead and take that same clean eyeshadow brush, and I'll just wipe underneath just to make sure that it's really blended and there's no harsh lines underneath from the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Great, now once you're done with that, again, go ahead, take your clean eyeshadow brush and just put it right underneath. Go ahead and measure both sides. Perfect. Now once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start dipping into color. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to go ahead and dip into this really beautiful, almost pinkish reddish color. So I'm going to go ahead and take this color. Again, I'm going to tap off the excess onto my hand. Now for me personally, whenever I add color, I always like to start right at the top of my crease. So I won't take any color and actually put it onto my eyelid. I like to keep my eyelid more on the lighter side, so that way it's lighter on the inside corner and then gradually starts to fade. So I'm just taking that really soft pinkish reddish color and just placing it ever so gently on my crease. Now these colors blend so beautifully, you guys. This is my first time dipping into this palette. Now I did read the ingredients and compared it to name brand eyeshadows, so the ingredients are very comparable to name brand eyeshadows. But reading the ingredients and comparing ingredients is overall just very different than actually playing and touching with the makeup. And from experience, these eyeshadow colors blend so beautifully, you guys. So I highly recommend them. And like I said, they're only like around 20 to 25 bucks. I'll go ahead and link for you the accurate price down below. Amazing. Alright, so I just got done applying this really beautiful coral red. Now I'm going to dip into the color right next to it, right over here. Now this color has a little bit of a burgundy red tint, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into that color. And again, once you're done dipping in, be sure to tap off the excess onto your hand. Now this burgundy color I'm going to go ahead and place right over here, right at the outside corner. Beautiful. Now once I'm done applying that cranberry red, I'm going to go ahead and take that same brush. Now in between each color, I'll go ahead and blend. So once I'm done applying, I'll go ahead and blend with that same brush. So this is what makes my eyeshadow just overall look really, really seamless, really airbrush. A lot of people will apply all the color and then take that brush once they're done and blend. But then you're kind of mixing all the colors together, so it's really important to blend each color once you're done applying it. So you can just see how overall it just overall looks more blended, more seamless. So that way you're not taking all these beautiful colors and ruining all your work at the end of the eyeshadow application. Beautiful. Now I'm going to focus a little bit more on the lid. I kind of want to make it pop a little bit and make it really true to its red color. So I'm going to dip into this really bright, beautiful orange red color. I'm going to place that right on my lid just so that way it makes it pop a little bit more and it accentuates that red pigment. Perfect. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this color and place it right over here, right at the tip of your eyeball. Perfect. So you can see how I'm slowly starting to work in this really beautiful pinkish red color. And tapping and wiping off all that pigment is what prevents any fallout. So you'll see I'm going to dip into like 4 to 5 different colors, but I'm not going to have a single speck of fallout on my face because I'm taking that extra time and really making sure that there's no extra product on that brush. Alright, so now once I'm done with that, I'm going to fire it up a little bit and add almost like this orange, really like electric red orange. So I'm going to go ahead and take this color and I'm just going to fire up that crease a little bit because I feel like it just needs to be a little fired up. I'm going to go ahead and just remove a little bit of the excess. And I'm just going to place that right in the crease. Like almost like right in the right outside corner of the crease. Just really made that like more intense. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take another blending brush and I'm going to dip into that same cranberry color that I put in. I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you one more time. So this cranberry color right over here. And I'm just going to take that and put it right at the outside corner of my eye. Beautiful. Great. Now once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my small blending brush that we use specifically for underneath the eye, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into, now I'm going to go ahead and dip into a neutral shade because as you know I love to do neutral shades underneath the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into this really beautiful chocolate brown, almost copper color. If you guys feel comfortable, go ahead and look up. If not, go ahead, like I said, hold the mirror. And you can see how that really beautiful soft brown chocolate color connects to that really beautiful purple color that I have in the crease, but I'm not taking any color underneath my eye. So I'm still leaving the color right at the eyelid and I'm keeping that lash line very neutral. So now I'm going to go ahead and dip into that same chocolate brown color. Perfect. Now I'm going to wipe off that brush that I used to blend my colors on a tissue just so that way there's no leftover pigment on the actual brush. And I'm going to go ahead and blend the work that I just did, just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Once you're done with one eye, since we're dealing with color, go ahead and wipe that brush again. And move on to the other eye. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe that again. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my eyeshadow look a little bit more smoky. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a flat matte chocolate brown. And I'm going to take that really beautiful chocolate brown color. And I'm going to put it right here, right at the outside corner of my eye. Just to reinforce that warmth of the eyeshadow. Is anybody else obsessing over this chocolate brown red smoky eye? I'm absolutely obsessed. I just love doing color. It's so much fun. And that's the beauty of makeup. You can play around, you can go out of your comfort zone, and then once you're done, you can just wash it off. And the right color eyeshadow can really complement somebody's eyes. So if you have green eyes, blue eyes, you can really, really play up that natural, beautiful color that you have in your eyes. So I'm just going to keep adding a little bit more of that chocolate brown color. Perfect. Again, I'm going to go ahead and blend everything. Nobody blends eyeshadow as much as I do. I'm a huge blending freak. I blend my life away. But you see how gentle I'm being when I'm blending? I'm not like ruining my shadow. I'm just ever so gently with the tip of the brush, just really softening the colors. Now wiping it on a tissue. Okay, so now that I'm done adding my color, warming up my crease, I'm going to go ahead and just make the center of my eyes pop a little bit. So as you can see, I absolutely have no eyeshadow right at the base of my lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of color over there because that's what's really going to make your eyes just look more open and more bright. Now for this step, I'm going to go ahead and go to the brightest and most vibrant reddish orange colors. And I'm going to go ahead and dip between those first two colors. So I'm really, really, really enhancing this red color with a really bright, bright orange. So you can see how I'm just like ever so gently kind of like flicking it right over here. And then I'm also going to take that same fiery red orange color and just put it right at the top of my lash line. All right, I love it. So beautiful. So pretty, so fun. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take this really beautiful copper color. So as you can see right over here, I'll just show you on my finger. It's a really beautiful copper color. And I actually like to add color with my finger, like a little bit of shine with my finger. So I'll take that same color just on my ring finger and I'll show you exactly how I apply it. So I'll just take that same color like I said, and I'll just go ahead with my finger and I'll put some right at the inside corner. And then I'll also just ever so gently kind of tap it on the work that I just did, just so that way I get these really beautiful, almost like gold flecks of pigment, but I'm not fully putting it on with an eyeshadow brush. So that way it's not really dense and it's not erasing all that beautiful color that we just did. So just go ahead and take that copper color that has a little bit of gold flecks into it and just take a little bit with your finger and place it right at the inside corner of your eye. That's where the main focus should be. And then once you're done placing that color at the inside corner of your eye, just take your finger and ever so gently go over the lid. Now you could see how it just really made that inside corner pop. Okay, so now that I'm done applying the color, the pigment, the shine, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes. Now whenever doing color eyeshadow, I don't really like to put wing liner because I feel like wing liner distracts from the color eyeshadow. All you see is this really beautiful blended work, and then you're kind of ruining it with this really sharp eyeliner, because then the main focus is that wing liner. You're not really paying attention to that beautiful artwork that's behind the liner. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I like to line my eyes whenever I'm specifically doing color eyeshadow. So for this specific step, I'm going to be using gel liners. Now you can use either black or brown. Go ahead and do whatever you like. I'm going to start off with brown, and then I'm going to go ahead and enhance it with a little bit of black. So starting off, whenever you're using a gel eyeliner, you always want to use, again, a synthetic brush. Bobbi Brown has a really beautiful eyeliner brush that's specifically made for a gel liner. It's her ultra fine liner brush. So I highly recommend this one. It's not at an angle. It's actually shaped almost like in a round tip. So I kind of like it because it doesn't really give you that harsh line. You can smoke it if you want to. So go ahead and just dip both sides of the brush, and then once you're done, take it onto the back of your hand just to make sure you get off the excess product. And you can see it's a really, really beautiful brown color. Now what's really cool again about this brush, you can use it on its side if you want it to be really thick, or you can use it on its tip if you want it to be really fine. So there's multi-purposes with this one specific brush, where if you're using an angle brush, what you put on is what you get. So I highly recommend the Bobbi Brown Ultra Fine Liner Brush. Alright, now starting off with eyeliner, I'm just going to go ahead and do a really fine line right at the outside corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this smoky eyeshadow brush. Again, this one is from Bobbi Brown. It's her smoky eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to take that liner and I'm going to smudge it. Now for this specific eyeliner application, you're going to do a little line at a time. So that way it's really smoked out and really blended. Okay, so once I'm done applying the liner and smoking out the liner, I'll take that same eyeshadow brush that I used for right up underneath my eye, and I'll dip into the same exact color as my liner, but in an eyeshadow form. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into the same chocolate brown, so it's the same exact color as my eyeliner, and then I'm going to take that same soft brown color, and I'm going to just take it right over the liner that I did, so that way it's a really soft blended line, and it almost looks like it's a part of the eyeshadow. So it's almost like an invisible eyeliner. So now I'm going to go ahead and just work my way forward. So I'm going to dip into my liner again, tap off the excess onto the back of my hand. And you can see now I'm working my way to the center of the eye. So I'll go ahead, place the liner, smudge immediately. Once you're done smudging immediately, take that chocolate brown matte eyeshadow and put it only right over the eyeliner, so that way you're not changing the color of the eyeshadow, but again, you're making that eyeliner look invisible. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that amazing? So you don't see this really harsh eyeliner line, and you don't see where the eyeliner stops and where your eyeshadow starts. It's just really soft and really, really blended. So again, I'm going to continue to the center of my eye. Quickly. And that is how I line my eye with color eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go ahead and line my other side. Alright, so I just got done lining both sides of my eyes, and you can really see how it just gives a beautiful definition to your lash line. But again, you're not taking away from that beautiful eyeshadow pigment that you do have on your eyelids. So now I'm going to go ahead and teach you how I like to line the bottom of my eyes. Now for the bottom of my eyes, I actually don't like to physically take any liquid liner or gel liner and put it at my lash line. I actually just like to take that brush that I use to smudge the gel liner, so a really fine smudging brush, and I'll actually just dip in to whatever's left over on my hand, and then I'll take this brush, and then whatever's left over on the brush, I'll go ahead and take that right on top of my eyelashes. And you can see how it really does define your bottom lashes, but you're not putting this really harsh line. So you could see it's applying a thin amount of eyeliner. You're not getting a really harsh line. So just go in with whatever's left over on the back of your hand. And then you're going to place that right on top of your eyelashes. So that way you get a defined lash line, but again, it's not a really harsh line. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Perfect. So now we have liner on both sides. So now I'm going to show you how I like to intensify my liner. So I have my base liner, this really beautiful chocolate brown liner that's smoked out and seamless. But now I'm just going to make the base of my lashes overall look fuller and thicker. So now I'm going to go in with the black gel eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with that same ultra fine liner brush, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into that black gel eyeliner. And again, I'm going to go ahead and take this and put it onto the back of my hand. Now for the black eyeliner, I'm not going to put it on my eyelid whatsoever. I'm going to take this black gel liner and only put it underneath my lashes. Now to make it easier on you, you're going to take your finger, put it on your lashes, look into your mirror, lift your lashes up. So I'm going to pretend like you're my mirror. So you're going to take your finger, lift your lashes up, and then take that eyeliner and put it right up underneath your eyelash line. So you'll see right over here how we have a waterline on the bottom part of our eye. Now we also have a waterline right at the top of our eye. So this is called tight lining. So you're going to take that gel eyeliner and you're going to put it right up underneath your eyelashes. Now you can only do this with a gel eyeliner that is waterproof, so I'm going to go ahead and link for you the gel eyeliner that I'm using down below, and it is only $1. It's from Shop Miss A. I highly recommend it. It is hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, and it is waterproof and smudge proof. So I highly, highly, highly recommend these liners, and they're also very, very pigmented. It's actually really hard to find a super black liquid liner, so the fact that this one is super black, I am a huge fan. Look how beautiful this liner is. Stunning. For only $1. Love it. Okay, so I went ahead and tight lined this side. I usually do about 2 layers, so I have 1 layer on this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and add 1 more layer because I like my lashes to look a little bit more defined. Now, if your skin tone is a little bit fair, or if you simply just don't like your eyeliner to be that harsh, you can go ahead and skip this specific step, tight lining, but do be sure to actually define the top part of your lashes, just so that way you do get a little bit of definition at the top part. Perfect. So now I have the tight line on both sides. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this one in a little bit closer. So yeah, lifting your eyelashes makes it overall a lot easier. If you feel like you're still having trouble tight lining, you're not really getting a good grip on your eyelashes, try tight lining after your mascara or after your eyelash application. If you have mascara or false lashes, you have a better grip and something to hold on to so you can really get underneath that lash line. So if it's not working beforehand, go ahead and try doing it after your mascara. So now that I'm done lining my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes off camera, and I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. So I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I went ahead and did my lashes and mascara. So I hope you guys enjoyed the very first Rainbow Shadow series. I really, really enjoyed doing this. I had so much fun just dipping into color. So I highly recommend that you guys dip into color, step out of your comfort zone. You never know what you're going to end up loving and what can actually complement your eye color and your skin tone. So I will see you on another episode where we're going to be dipping in to all these beautiful colors. So I hope to see you guys soon, and take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.